I think that he should get help. You know what I mean? And that's it. I don't believe in.
Davis allegedly confronted Ryan Garcia after the latter made some extremely offensive remarks about race. The American, who was suspended from boxing for a year last month for violating anti-doping rules, responded to it with remarks on X's Spaces platform. In a since-deleted post on X, WBC President Mauricio Suman declared, "Exercising my authority as president of the WBC, I am hereby expelling Ryan Garcia from any activity with our organization. The WBC opposes prejudice." The American has not responded to Garcia's one-year doping ban from the New York State Athletic Commission. Solomon stated that the WBC would refrain from imposing its own suspension or punitive measures due to concerns regarding Garcia's health. It was not immediately clear what exactly would entail being kicked out of the WBC. Garcia wrote, "I was trolling. I want all the killing to stop. I love everyone. Sorry if I offended you." After his incident with Devin Haney in April, Garcia not only failed multiple tests, but also received a one-year ban. Although Ryan Garcia's unexpected victory over previous undisputed lightweight champion Haney was reversed and ruled a no contest, he replied resolutely to the World Boxing Council's decision to ban him today. Garcia retaliated against the WBC, stating that although it's okay on X, please don't try to work with me ever again. He also stated that even when he gets clean and sober and Ryan gets his act together, he doesn't want to work with the WBC because they destroyed it. King Y feels that the organization is treating him differently than other fighters and has used selective enforcement against him. He also thinks that others haven't been punished for saying similar things. Ryan is also upset about facing extra punishment and being treated differently from others. He believes that the WB is unfairly targeting him and adding to the cacophony of opponents denouncing his racial statements. Ryan argued that the WBC should have expelled him since so many other people have made racist remarks and you were never expelled. I'm expelled for life. The issue is that Devin Haney, Tim Bradley, and Nada have all made racist remarks. You do nothing because Ryan is so well liked. Given that he is still in good standing with the WBA and WBO organizations, it is anticipated that his prosperous career will continue following his one-year suspension, undisturbed by the WBC elimination. Ryan has stated that competing in the biggest fights and not focusing much on winning world titles are his priorities, and that belts are less important unless a fighter does not have a fan base. Despite this, Ryan will still have plenty of opportunities to fight for world titles if he so chooses. The WBC's action to eliminate if Ryan's comments on how little he cared about world titles were taken seriously, it seems meaningless. But Garcia's family has now spoken out against him, claiming that his comments don't accurately represent his genuine nature. Garcia's family released a statement in which they denounced their son's remarks. "Our family would like to address recent remarks made by our son Ryan that do not reflect the genuine nature of either of them or our family. The people who know Ryan can speak to his sincere respect and love for people of all races and religions. Our family categorically does not endorse any statements he has made on race or religion, since they do not reflect who he genuinely is and how he was raised." The statement went on to say that Ryan has been upfront about his ongoing health struggles over the years. "As a family, we are committed to supporting him and making sure he gets the support he needs to get through this difficult time and take care of his short and long-term well. We sincerely appreciate your prayers and ongoing support during these difficult times." Ryan Garcia, in the meantime, announced that he was receiving treatment on Friday and expressed regret, saying, "I've supported many Black men and Black communities. I'm not mad at the outrage, and I sincerely apologize if I hurt and offended anyone. But my pain deserves to be felt. Black and brown people have always been united, and that fact will never change." Suman, in ejecting Garcia from the WBC, stated, "I worry about Ryan's welfare because he has turned down our offers of assistance with his health and drug use on several occasions." Super welterweight in the amateur boxing circuit, contender Virgil Ortiz Jr. sparred twice with Garcia. He maintains that this is not the real Garcia. Ortiz posted on Friday on X, "I've known Ryan since our 2 amateur fights, and he was never like this. I'm not defending Ryan or his behavior, rather, I'm really concerned about him in the same way that a friend would be concerned about their friend." He also mentioned that he is concerned about Garcia. It all began when Ryan Garcia launched into a tirade on X on Thursday morning, using racist rhetoric against African Americans and discriminating against various other groups, though many of his tweets have been deleted. This came after a back-and-forth exchange between Garcia and Ortiz on X on Thursday, during which Garcia challenged Ortiz to an arm-wrestling match, in response to which Ortiz instructed him to pull up. Screenshots and recordings of insane excess conversations are making the rounds online. As I mentioned earlier, you should hit your chest and show off. I mentioned that I was concerned about the word, but you said to the that you hadn't heard it. Can you say that again? We heard that other people were saying the word, but we're also saying nas to the That's crazy. You're absolutely right, though. Am I wrong? No, you're right, bro. I'm going to say it again. And I believe you should say it twice, my friend. I believe you're sending people to the emergency room, and you guys __ about other people calling the hard R when they're really calling the controversial boxer who always made fun of George Floyd's tragedy and made fun of Mexicans, Christians, Muslims, and other communities' statements concerning black people and an accusation that a black guy had abused him were two of the most absurd statements. Garcia remarked, "I was raped by a black man, but it's okay, and nobody seems to care. I can say the N-word," Lil Wayne claimed. Other remarks and tweets that Garcia made during the chats with X-Space included criticizing Muslims and Christians, in addition to attacking Israelis and Palestinians and their supporters. "Why do you all detest me? George FL, no, that's it. I'm sorry, I know I wounded your feelings. But George Floyd was a crackhead and died because he had fentanyl in his system. He truly was simply overdosing all the time, and I can't even breathe. Guess what? Steve Jackson also died from an overdose. I'll upload my direct messages with Steve and Jack for you to see. Why did STS force Canelo's daughter, who is 4 years old, to the floor, bro? __. It's quite uncommon for a boxer prodigy to go from being a golden boy to becoming a controversial figure. But Ryan Garcia, the 25-year-old superstar known for his lightning-fast hands and spectacular knockouts, have now put him in the middle of a storm more destructive than any right punch he has ever thrown. The reaction has been swift and furious, with even Oscar De La Hoya, his longtime promoter, publicly denouncing him. I condemn Ryan's words in the strongest terms possible. I see that he has apologized, and that is a start. But it is only a start to earn back the trust and respect of those of us who have and will continue to support him. De La Hoya stated with a mix of disappointment and resolve, "There is no room for hate or intolerance at my company, period." De La Hoya's remarks cut deeply to Garcia's professional background as well as his moral character as a legendary boxer. Garcia has received guidance from De La Hoya through the difficult professional boxing scenario. Since his debut, Golden Boy Promotions has been Garcia's professional haven. But this latest scandal may signal a turning point. However, his recent remarks overshadow even the PED scandal, making it appear relatively insignificant, according to De La Hoya. We hope Ryan will use the time he has away from the sport to work through the issues he has publicly discussed. Garcia's career has been marked by controversy. Just last month, he reached a settlement with the New York State Athletic Commission following a positive test for the performance-enhancing substance ostarine. We are prepared to assist however we can. After using the N-word and making offensive remarks about George Floyd, Garcia claimed he was trolling. His attempts to apologize have been as successful as a one-armed boxer, as they have been filled with justifications like saying he was provoked to use racial slurs and accusing those who offended Ed of being overly sensitive.